everyone. I'm Emma. My sister is Angela, and this is the first viewing of Butterfly Quest.
It sure is. We're sitting here and we are going to talk about vibration heroes. So I think that we need to start by talking about, well, wait, what is Butterfly Heroes? I mean, Butterfly Quest. How did we come up with that?
Well, butterfly is a fairly universal symbol of transformation. And a quest is when you typically are searching for something that will improve your life. So we put butterfly and quest together because it symbolizes people who are on a quest to transform themselves from something they don't want to be into something they do want to be.
And our first name was Butterfly Sisters, but the initials were BS. So we decided to ixnay that.
Yeah.
And it just so happens, I'm assuming because we're sisters, our favorite colors are purple and green, and black. So that worked for our logo.
Our logo, right.
So I guess our separate journeys started. I think Emma's. How long ago did your journey start, Emma?
I was probably 28, so that was a lifetime ago.
Well, it was like a couple minutes ago because I'm only 29, and I'm older.
Oh, true.
But let's just go with it.
So that was maybe 14 years ago it started, when I realized that I needed to make changes in me.
And then I think that my journey started like 6 years ago. Really? Is that long now? Used to be only like last year. But now, well, my youngest son is going to be 8. Fixing to be 8 here, and he had his first seizure when he turned 2, and I want to say it was right after that I determined that life needed to change. So for sure 5 years ago is when I hit rock bottom, and I was like, okay, there's only 2 ways to go. We can go sideways or straight up, and I decided up. And then we, as sisters, reconnected about a month and a half ago.
Yeah, which is surprising because we never really got along that well for a majority of our life.
46 years. Which is hard because I'm only 29.
Right. But then I was searching for somebody who I could talk to about the universe as I see it. And most people just weren't gelling. And then I'm not sure who contacted who first. Something about Telegram, and we started chatting on Telegram, and it progressed from there.
Yeah, well, it was... I think that we bonded over the Trump debacle, and we're not going political, but we're not even going to tell you what our political beliefs are, because that's not what this channel is about. This channel is about 2 girls who grew up in a very toxic, rough environment. The paths we chose as we turned older, and then how we blossomed or butterflied when we hit rock bottom. Well, that's for me.
Yeah. Just, we're kind of putting our knowledge together to help each other continue on our journeys. And we're hoping that it helps other people figure out their own lives in their own way, in a way that makes sense to them.
Yeah. Because I think that eventually, once we've, done all the backstory, I think that our goal is to help families, because I think both of us are finally at a vibration level where we're like, okay, you know, I know that. So where do we go from here, and how do we help them heal before they have to spend the same amount of years as we did struggling? So that's my hope for the channel. What do you think, Emma?
Yeah, that's my hope too, is that most families have some sort of generational wound. And if you can identify it and start the healing and pass that on to the younger people in your family, they can continue the healing, and then it just becomes that healing becomes part of a healed family.
I agree. So I think that obviously this is our first video. We would like for you to like and share. Give us your comments. Tell us what you like, what you didn't like. Subscribe, because when we make new content, which at the beginning is probably going to be very sparse because we're figuring it out, but we're hoping to go to a once a week podcast like kind of thing, and talk about topics that are important to what's going on in the universe at the particular time, and then other self-help that helped us get from point A to point B.
We'll be covering topics from religion to what to do when your child won't listen to you.
Yeah, so on a really important note, so I'm very religious, so my universe is God. If I say universe, I make that synonymous with God. However, Emma has a different belief, but why don't you tell them about yours?
Well, my belief is, I think like most people in Western civilization, it sort of has a Christian base to it, but I'm more of a God, source, creator, whatever you want to call it. There is a loving creative force in the universe, and it is always with us, and it is always guiding us. However that manifests in your life is perfect for you. And
we are open to everything. So if you're Buddhist and I don't even know all of them. So if you think you're the universe, or you're just a vibration. What's on my mind? So I just want you to know that we're open to everything.
Yeah, Christian, pagan, Hindu, Buddhism, anything and everything, secular, atheist, we got you covered. There's a way to explain it so that everybody can benefit from what we're discovering about how our universe works.
Exactly. So I think that we're going to get right into it, and we wanted to talk about the definition of vibration. So I first came to understand, well, first of all, I didn't even know what a vibration was like 2 months ago. So I'm brand new to this. But I started as frequencies because, and I don't even know why, my foot was broken and I was looking for a way to end the pain in my foot. And so I started listening. Actually, it was right after my boyfriend broke up with me. And I was just there was like this dull ache. I knew that it had to happen. I knew that I was going through it, but there was still this like dull ache in my foot, my heart. And so I needed a way. So I started listening to frequencies, and I think that's how we started, Emma.
Yeah, I asked you if you knew what frequency healing was.
Did you tell me?
My sweetheart, Jakey. He's
Hi, Jake.
My epileptic that started everything. Like God, he had to happen, because without him, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Looks like there's 3 Emmas today.
There's 3. Oh, you have an Emma in your class?
No, she sent it down. Hey, ow.
All right, can you go, please? I'm talking to Emma. Give me a few minutes, okay? Then we can do huggies, okay?
Are you in the water?
Yes. Here's the water.
How do you spell Emma?
E-M-M-A.
2 M's.
Yep.
But
Just like mommy. Okay, it's mommy's turn. You drink your water. Sorry about that. So I forgot what we were talking about. ADHD.
Frequency healing.
Oh,
in your
yes.
foot.
And I feel like in the beginning of our conversations, because we had quick ones on the phone, I felt like I was nervous.
Yeah, because, well, given our relationship history,
Our
I
rocky
think
history.
both of us were worried that at any moment it would fall apart again.
Because that's the environment we grew up in.
Right.
So, anyways, it's important for me to mention that. So for the last 2 months, Matt has been a mentor in my spirit, my
Spiritual
vibration guide, my spirit guide. And she's been sending me to awesome people on YouTube who we can put links to in the bottom if you're starting on the journey and we are not there yet, because we love to help out fellow spiritual what are they called?
travelers.
Yes. So I think that the first thing we wanted to talk about was defining vibration.
Okay, so vibration is a very easy thing to define in a way that people can understand it. So I remember when I first started learning about this vibrational thing, I was like, what? Like, how do I know what my vibration is? How do I know if I'm going up and down? Is it linked to every little thought I have? How is it connected to frequency? And it's very simple. Your vibration is how you are feeling. Emotions are way more important than we know. But the good thing is you can control how you feel. And that's what we're learning right now.
Yes. So, yes.
So your vibration is your emotion. If you're happy, if you're sad, if you're angry, if you're bored, if you want to kill something, if you're like excited and enthusiastic, all of those are different emotions. And that's the vibration. If you're happy, you attract happy things. If you're sad, you attract sad things. So for anyone who's confused about what vibration is, it's how are you feeling? And then you will know if you're having a positive mood, you're in a positive vibration. If you're having a negative mood, you're in a negative vibration.
Yes. And I think that it's important to understand that you can't go from, like, I know that before I understood how all this worked, we're just going to call it the bipolar effect, where one day I was ecstatically happy, and then the next day I was like absolutely exhausted. And I think that the reason is I was living in a vibration that I wasn't used to, and it drained a lot of energy to try to stay there. I knew I liked the way that felt, but I had no way of sustaining it. So the next day I would be like physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted. And I'm still on that roller coaster, to be honest. And I don't know if that helps, but there's that.
Yeah, but you can control that with diet. Diet is a huge thing, and it's a personal thing.
Yes.
Because things that I eat to make myself feel good I know are not things that Angela would eat to make herself feel good. She's like, oh my God, that makes me feel bloated.
Right, exactly. So it's super important to know. Go ahead.
You have to be willing to experiment with your diet to see what's working for you, what's not. Get out there, do research.
I think that's the most important thing. Like, and Emma and I, we don't just take what the other says at face value and just do it. we've done our research. I've listened to other people's books. Oh, so I'm dyslexic. So listening is how I read. So just so you know. So we do our own research. We come to the other and say, how do you feel about this? Then the other person will give their advice, and we don't want anybody to just take what we say and do that. We want you to kind of think of it as a door.
Well, yeah, because like there are people who thrive on a raw vegan diet, and then there are people who are the total reverse, and all they do is eat beef, salt, and water. And then there's everything in between that. So, and it's a personal thing. You can't say, well, these are the foods you eat to feel good. That might work for 3 of you.
Right.
Other than us. So, but anyway, so what you eat has a bearing effect on your emotions, and what you think has a bearing effect on your emotions. And don't think, oh my God, how do I control every little thought? It's a process, learning how to do that.
Well, but also it's super important to know that the universe is about balance. You know, I think one of the most influential conversations that we ever had was, I don't remember. It was, or no, every situation has a negative and a positive. So you can constantly gravitate towards the negative. Your vibration is never going to change. But if you see the flip side of that, or if you gravitate towards the positive, that negative is still going to be there, but it doesn't bother you because your vibration is too high.
Right, and I have an example of that. It happened to me today. I'm a writer. I write romance novels. I journal a lot. I have notebooks filled everywhere, and I keep writing more. I'm a writer, so I love fountain pens, and my favorite color inks are black, green, and purple. I had lost my green ink cartridges for my fountain pen, and I had no idea what happened to them. So today I had a box of stuff that I should have gone through a long time ago, but it was just sitting in the corner, and I could have sworn I looked in that box, but that's neither here nor there. Today I accidentally bumped into it, and I spilled it all over the floor. Now, past Emma would get really upset and irritated with herself for being clumsy and creating herself more work. Present Emma saw the plastic Ziploc bag that had the ink in it that she's been hunting for laying on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so excited that I found my ink that I joyfully cleaned up the mess and immediately started writing with my green ink pen.
That's fabulous. It's almost like you manifested them into the box.
Or I was guided to knock over the box so I'd find what I was looking for.
Which is all about everything has to happen the way that has happened so that you can be exactly where you're meant to be at this moment.
Right. For whatever things I need to.
And let me just hype a sister. If you guys want to check out her books, they're phenomenal. Fantasy romance, which kind of doesn't feel so fantasy now that we're in vibrations, but Emma Whelan, EMMAWELIN.com. We'll put that in the links below. And then she also does awesome Etsy templates for Happy Planner. So we will put that in the link below too.
Yeah, and that's Enchanted thing on Etsy.
So yes, we're going to link both of those in case, you need a little help with the organization or you just need a little bit of fun in your life and sex. So we're just going to, whatever. Fantasy romance. So yeah, that's a little plug. It's okay. It's our channel. We can do that.
Exactly.
So I think that we're going to keep it there. So, we're at about...
And Yeah, and next time we can talk about how vibration loops into the hero's journey that is prevalent in stories and movies and TV shows everywhere.
Yes, because, so this can be number one of the vibration heroes, I don't know, playlist. So we're at about 21 minutes now, so I think that we're going to end our first session. And we hope you liked it. So if you liked it, subscribe, like our video, and
this is our very first attempt, so don't worry, we will get better at this, I promise.
So be gentle in your comments, please. Like I'm a teacher and she's a writer. Neither one of us are camera people. Oh, and I'm the extrovert, in case you hadn't noticed.
And I'm not.